Gunners make major move in defensive market. It is a here we go for Ezri Konsa from Aston Villa to Arsenal. It's a done deal. No more stories. Hello football fans. I want to welcome you back to Black Margot Media. Arsenal supporters, wherever you are watching us from, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to Black Margot Media and turn on the notification bell, because today we are breaking Arsenal transfer news. Ezri Konsa is heading to Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal have agreed, and Arsenal have reached an agreement with Aston Villa for the England international defender in a deal being reported at approximately £50 million, 50 to 51 million pounds, with additional details surrounding the final package and the formal completion still being finalized. Sky Sports is reporting that Arsenal have agreed a deal with Aston Villa for Konsa. The Guardian reports a £51 million agreement, and TalkSport has also reported that personal terms have been agreed and the medicals have been scheduled for Thursday, which is just a day after today, that is tomorrow. So Arsenal fans, the big question today is, why Ezri Konsa? Remember, in the previous video I brought you a story about Arsenal targeting this player called Ezri Konsa. Out of all defenders in the market, Arsenal were eyeing Jules Koundé from Barcelona. They wanted Gerald Konsa from Bayer Leverkusen. They also wanted, there's a player they wanted in Atletico Madrid, and then there is that one also they wanted in Como, but they have ended up signing Ezri Konsa. Why Ezri Konsa? Why has Mikel Arteta pushed for this particular defender? What do his numbers tell us? And most importantly, what can Ezri Konsa actually provide Arsenal? Let's get into it. So the story has moved very quickly. Arsenal have been looking for another defender because of the concern surrounding the availability of key players, especially William Saliba, who has been sidelined for an extended period, while Julian Timber has also had injury issues. So the situation has increased the pressure on Arsenal to strengthen their defensive depth, and according to Sky Sports, the deal of approximately £51 million, while others report that the deal is placed about £50 million plus potential add-ons. That means Arsenal has apparently decided that Konsa is worth a significant investment. And remember, this isn't a 20-year-old defender being signed purely for potential. Konsa is 28 years old and he is entering his prime years as a centre-back. He has what we call Premier League experience. He has Champions League experience. He has international experience with England, and he has spent years operating under the tactical demands of Unai Emery at Aston Villa. The experience is extremely important for Arsenal, because at this moment Arsenal is not looking for young players to come and adapt the system. Arsenal wants already proven players to come and fit into the system like a glove and do the needful. Ezri Konsa was born. Let's go to the details of Ezri Konsa. Some of you are asking themselves, who is Ezri Konsa? Ezri Konsa was born on 23rd October 1997 and developed through the England football system before establishing himself at Aston Villa. He is primarily a right-back. He is primarily a right-footed centre-back, standing around 1.8 meters tall. He can also operate at right back when necessary. So that versatility could become extremely important for Arsenal. Konsa isn't the kind of defender who needs to spend 6 months learning what Premier League football looks like. No, he is already proven, just as I told you. He already knows it. So he has played against best attacking teams in England. He has faced Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, Tottenham, and of course Arsenal. You saw what, for those who have been watching football, you saw what Aston Villa did to Arsenal last season. In the first leg, they smashed Arsenal 2-1, and second leg, Arsenal came and also revenged to them 4-1. Konsa played in all of those games, and we really saw what Konsa did. And he understands the speed of Premier League football. He understands the defensive transitions, and he understands playing against high quality forwards. He understands what it means to defend while playing for a team that wants possession. That experience makes this move particularly interesting. Let's talk about the statistics of this lad. During 2025-2026 Premier League season, ESPN records that Konsa made about 30 starts with more than 3,000 league minutes. That was last season, of course, this one which I just ended. He did not score or assist in any Premier League game during that campaign. But that's not what Arsenal are buying him for. They are buying him primarily for defensive reality or reliability. Other statistical databases record approximately 3,036 Premier League minutes, around 100 duels won, 22 tackles, and approximately 95% passing accuracy during the 2025-2026 league campaign. Those numbers tell us something important. Konsa isn't simply a defender who wins tackles and clears the ball. No. He is comfortable being in a game that is possessive. That matters enormously to Arteta, because Arsenal plays a possessive game. They possess the ball. Arsenal centre-backs are expected to participate in the build-up, and they have to receive the ball under pressure. They have to find the midfielders, and they have to switch the play. When one goes forward, the other fills in the gap, and they have to defend large spaces when Arsenal push their defensive line high. So Konsa has experience doing exactly that. So Konsa, we have talked about his passing ability. According to TalkSport, according to Aston Villa's official player statistics, Konsa has produced an impressive passing profile, including around 88% pass completion across his Villa career data. His ability to pass short medium range passes makes him useful in possessive-based system. So this guy is a massive addition into the system of Arsenal, into the players of Arsenal. I've never seen Arsenal making signings of such. Arsenal this season are signing only quality players. Look at Bruno Guimaraes, a captain of Newcastle. Look at this Christos Zolis. People were underrating that player. They didn't know what what would happen. But now they are calling him, they have started giving him titles. Now here is Konsa. I don't know which team will stop Arsenal. In the next video, I think I have to make a video of the top 5 teams that we expect for this season. We shall be talking about the team which we expect to lift the trophy, the second, third, fourth, and fifth, and maybe together with those that will go back to relegation. So, Konsa is a very versatile player. He plays right back and right-sided center back. In one of the videos that we have brought to you in the past, we said Arteta wants players who are versatile, those who play more than one number. So Konsa is one of those players. He gives you versatility and he has experience, just as we've said. And Konsa, when William Saliba comes back, Konsa will be sharing minutes with William Saliba. And what do you think? What happens when William Saliba returns? Some Arsenal fans may look at this as this transfer and ask themselves, where does Konsa fit when Saliba is available? So the answer is depth. When you look at those big teams that have been consistent, look at Paris Saint-Germain, which wants to dominate football. They have won Champions League consecutively for 2 seasons. Let's wait and see whether they will still take it this season. They have what we call squad depth, and the Arsenal needs squad depth. Arsenal has now started realizing they have started realizing where they have been going wrong. You find in seasons back, when a player like Bukayo Saka gets injured, there is no quality player to come and play in that number. But now, in that number, we have like 3 players who can play in there. We have Madueke, who is a backup. Then we also have Max Doman. So the addition of Konsa in this does not mean that Saliba may not get minutes or vice versa. So I've also had people, especially the podcasters, I've heard them talk of Ben White leaving because Konsa has arrived. Now, according to me, I don't support Ben White to leave, because Ben White, first and foremost, is injury prone. Then also the other player who plays that number is Julian Timber. He's also injury prone. So if Ben White leaves, remember Arsenal want to create what we call squad depth. If Ben White leaves to Everton, which needs him, then there will be no squad depth. It is just like substituting. You bring Konsa, you let Ben White go. So that's why according to me, I don't support that idea of Ben White leaving. Even in the midfield role, whereby that because Bruno Guimaraes has come into the team of Arsenal, that Zubimendi to exit or Miles Lewis Kelly, I doubt that it's a good idea. At least Arsenal left a player known as Nogard to leave. That's enough. And the midfielders we have now are enough. What affected Zubimendi last season was minutes. He played a lot of games. So these games made him exhausted. They made him too exhausted. So towards the end of the season, this guy really became too exhausted. He could make a lot of mistakes. That's why Arsenal introduced Miles Lewis Kelly. Remember, he was fresh. He wasn't playing a lot of games. And now, in that number 6 role, we can have players like Miles Lewis-Kelly and Zubimendi to play in that role. So when you look at also the game of Arsenal versus Man City, that was a Community Shield, Miles Lewis-Kelly got tired. He became exhausted. Just assume that Zubimendi wasn't there. Just assume that he was sold off to either Chelsea or Real Madrid that have interest in him. What would happen? They would bring in players like maybe Merino to just gamble. So Arsenal are working on their squad depth. We talked about Gerald Konsa, who was also linked to Arsenal, but Bayer Leverkusen were clear to Arsenal that they were not selling. They were not selling Gerald Konsa, and according to the quality of Konsa, 50 million is not a lot of money, because what we want is quality, we want versatility, and to defend that trophy. It's not easy to defend that trophy. There are few teams that have won English Premier League trophy back to back. So we want to see whether Arsenal will also lift the trophy back to back, and they are preparing for this. Konsa is 28 years old. He isn't a young prospect whom Arsenal can expect to sell for maybe a huge profit in 5 years to come. No. Football transfers aren't always about resale value. Sometimes you are paying for reliability, you are paying for experience, and you're paying for Premier League quality. Remember, this guy is Premier League proven. He is going to give Arsenal all the qualities. What can this guy give us, Arteta? Number one, Premier League experience, defensive reliability, ball playing ability, versatility, physicality and tactical maturity, squad depth. All those are what Konsa can provide to the team of Arsenal. Now imagine Arsenal's defensive options. This is now what we call squad depth. We have William Saliba. Just assume that all of them are physically fit. Gabriel Magalhaes, Ezri Konsa, who has just come into the team of Arsenal doing medicals tomorrow. Let's pray that he goes through with his medicals. We have Julian Timber, Nkapie, Mosquera, Calafiori. Lewis-Kelly can also play in there for you, and very many others. So all those players to play in there. Remember, almost all these players are center backs. But remember, of course, I told you that when Arteta is looking for his players, it goes for those who are versatile. So they can play, most of them can play all that backline defensive role. A player like Julian Timber can play for you left back, can play for you right back, and he plays all he can play for you left center back and then right center back. That's what called versatility. So as it comes to Arsenal, the agreement, the numbers, the tactical fit, and what he could bring to Arteta's team. The latest reports indicate that Arsenal and Aston Villa reached an agreement, with a transfer being reported approximately 50 to 51 million. That's what we said. And personal terms were agreed, and the medicals are going to be done tomorrow, Thursday. But until the medicals are finalized, until the final paperwork are officially complete, we should describe this deal as agreed rather than a completely finalized transfer. Although the famous journalists outside there, like Fabrizio Romano, broke up this story and he gave us a here we go, and David Austin was also clear to us that Arsenal have finalized an agreement with the Aston Villa for a player known as Ezri Konsa. So Arsenal fans, is Ezri Konsa the right defender for Arsenal? If you have an argument that Ezri Konsa is not the right defender for Arsenal, you can give us your answer in the comment section area. And can Konsa challenge Gabriel and Saliba for a starting position? Or is Arsenal playing too much of defensive depth? Drop your option in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Black Margot Media, turn on the notification bell, and share the podcast with other supporters. Fellow Black Margot Media fans across all our social platforms. For more Arsenal transfer news, Premier League, social stories, and breaking football updates, stay tuned. This is Black Margot Media, the heartbeat of the game. Until next time, keep following the football, keep following the heartbeat of the game, and may God bless you. Thanks for watching. We are out.